Can we really trust tech companies with our data and privacy? At CES this year, trust was a major theme. In fact, Robin Raskin, the founder of Living in Digital Times, said in the opening address at their press conference,
"The biggest issue at the show and the undercurrent of everything this year is who you're going to trust."
That trust is going to be a major theme at CES 2020. I spent several days on the show floor. I looked at everything from smart home technology to children's tech and toys. I looked at education tech. I saw smart vehicles and self-driving automated cars. All of them seem to be touting their laser focus on protecting your privacy. They're saying that the data and information they gather about you is intended to keep you safe. It's meant to protect you, or it's meant to give you the convenience and service that that company wants so badly to provide for you so that you will continue to be their customer. But all of this convenience requires data. So it is no surprise that their privacy policies of these companies are up front and center for all to see this year. They have a responsibility as creators and manufacturers of these products to protect our privacy and security. But there's also a shared responsibility here. We as consumers have something to say about how these companies use our data. There are some very key factors concerning how they protect our information. First of all is our passwords. Just think about it. If you're using the same password you used to download that silly game for your bank, and that company that makes that silly little game gets hacked, whoever got all the information from that company now has the password to your bank. That's why little companies like that get hacked in the first place. This is why it's important to spread your passwords out and make them different across all of your different accounts. It's also important not to pick passwords that are too easy to figure out or guess. Those who are seeking information from us to use it in a nefarious way, they have ways to sneak past and crack our passwords that you would be surprised. So something that you think might be secure, like password 41739, it isn't really that difficult for them to crack. And there again, you have it. They have as much information about you as they want because you didn't set up passwords that were a little more difficult to figure out. Finally, you must remember to change your product settings from the factory settings. When they come to you, they come with the passwords set up, but these passwords are often copied over multiple different instances of these devices. That means that all you need is a list of the passwords this company uses, and you can crack many different devices at once by just using that list of passwords. So if you go in, you change your password on your smart TV or your smart fridge, your thermostat, or the camera in your kid's room to be something unique to you, something only you will remember. You store it somewhere safe, like a software that helps you store passwords and protects them all behind one long passphrase that you have to remember. Let it remember all the rest of your passwords. That's what I do. I use Avast Passwords. I recommend it. But if you're using good different passwords and you're storing them somewhere like that, and then you're putting those passwords on your smart devices whenever you get them, they're not able to hack in there as easily and see through your camera or change the settings on your refrigerator. Companies can only do so much to protect your data and security. Yes, they have a responsibility to do so, but part of that responsibility is giving you tools that you can use to protect yourself. They can't force you to use those tools. They can only make them available. So use them. One other piece of advice is that you use smart devices from companies that are kind of known and trusted. Some of these larger companies, yeah, they gather a bunch of information and data, but they are under constant scrutiny for how they use that data. If you get some small company from some other country somewhere that who knows what kind of regulations they have to follow, there's no way to trust that your data is secure and that it's not going to end up being sold somewhere and used. I do have a caveat on that though. I have seen some companies that are smaller that are working towards new security procedures to protect you on your smart home devices. So they're releasing these devices that have new unique ways to protect you built in, but they're not a big major company that you've heard of before. These guys, as long as you pay attention to their terms and agreements, you look at their privacy policy, and you really do some research on the technology they're using, they could be really helpful in the future. Then again, there are other companies who are just taking advantage of this new focus on privacy to tell you how secure and private they are, when really they're just using that to try to sell stuff. It's never been more important to be a smart and wise consumer. CES 2020 made it very clear that companies are looking for ways to convince you to trust them enough to buy their products. Hopefully some of these tips will help you trust the ones you should trust, leave alone the ones you should leave alone, and then take the steps that you need to take to protect your own information. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Michael Prince with becausefamily.org and familytechblog.com. Hey, if you enjoyed this video and some of the other stuff we do or this podcast, please go check out becausefamily.org/partnership and see how you can sign up to be a partner with us as we continue to bridge the technology gap between children and their parents. Thanks for watching.